120 minutes of nonstop cooking and cleaning. That's the milestone Tesla Bot Gen 3 has just achieved. Equipped with image-based AI, it can slice vegetables with millimeter precision. The robot can recognize and process more than 50 types of ingredients thanks to its 3D sensor system, while many robots can only handle a single task. So how exactly does Generation 3 carry out this cooking mission? Before we begin, please help us reach 20,000 subscribers. It will be a huge motivation for us to continue bringing you great episodes about Tesla Bot, Tesla EVs, and the latest news. How can Gen 3 cook and handle kitchen tasks so smoothly? Tesla Bot Gen 3 has just accomplished what everyone thought was impossible: cooking and cleaning the house for 2 hours straight. Equipped with self-learning technology, this robot doesn't just perform tasks, but refines them with every attempt. This is no longer a dream. It's a reality that could completely transform the way we live. One of the most important steps in cooking is ingredient preparation, and Tesla Bot Gen 3 can handle this job with accuracy and flexibility. Equipped with object recognition sensors, the robot can identify and classify ingredients such as meat, vegetables, fruit, and spices, then cut them according to requirements. Its image-based AI technology helps recognize the size and shape of each ingredient, allowing for precise cutting, much like a professional chef. Whether asked to slice onions, chop carrots, or cut meat, Tesla Bot Gen 3 can perform these tasks consistently and accurately, avoiding damage to the ingredients or unnecessary waste. Notably, its cameras and 3D sensors are the core technologies enabling Tesla Bot Gen 3 to detect objects in its environment and automatically categorize them. When preparing ingredients, the robot doesn't simply identify them. It also analyzes their geometric features and dimensions to decide the most suitable preparation method for each dish. For instance, when making pumpkin cream soup, the robot will determine the ideal size of pumpkin pieces, cut them into the correct shape, and place them into the pot for cooking. This not only saves time, but also enhances accuracy and efficiency in the cooking process. Once ingredient preparation is done, Tesla Bot Gen 3 moves on to cooking. With its ability to adjust temperature and manage time, the robot can stir-fry, fry, steam, and even bake food with precision, just like a professional chef. This requires not only precise timing, but also correct temperature control for each dish. Its intelligent temperature control circuits, combined with deep learning AI, enable the robot to recognize the condition of food and automatically adjust the heat as needed. For example, when frying meat, the robot adjusts the pan's heat to prevent burning while ensuring the meat is perfectly cooked, neither too dry nor underdone. Temperature control and time management are key factors that make Tesla Bot Gen 3 effective in cooking, especially for dishes that require advanced techniques. To achieve this, the robot can learn from past attempts, adjusting cooking parameters for the best results. If the meat turned out too dry last time, the robot will reduce heat or frying time the next time to get it just right. This not only improves food quality, but also enhances the robot's cooking skills over time, similar to how a real chef hones their craft. One of Tesla Bot Gen 3's biggest advantages over current cooking robots is its ability to present food beautifully. Most cooking robots today can prepare meals but lack the ability to arrange or decorate them aesthetically. Tesla Bot Gen 3, however, not only cooks but also plates dishes attractively. With built-in aesthetic sensors, the robot can identify the colors, shapes, and sizes of ingredients to arrange meals in a visually appealing way. This ensures that the food is not only delicious but also looks stunning, delivering a perfect dining experience in both taste and presentation, even for the most demanding diners. Beyond cooking, Tesla Bot Gen 3 can also handle other kitchen tasks such as washing dishes and cleaning utensils. One of the most important chores after cooking is dishwashing, and the robot can complete this automatically and efficiently. Using object recognition sensors, it can identify different utensils, from plates and cutlery to pots and pans. Once cleaned, it organizes everything neatly back into cupboards, keeping the kitchen tidy. Importantly, it can adjust washing force depending on the item, avoiding damage to delicate cookware. In addition, Tesla Bot Gen 3 can clean the kitchen, wipe down surfaces, and organize items. After cooking and washing, it automatically sweeps the floor and wipes down countertops, keeping the kitchen spotless and orderly. With its 3D sensors, the robot can map the kitchen, identify areas that need cleaning, and move flexibly to reach every corner without causing accidents. This saves time and increases efficiency, making household chores lighter and far less demanding. Once again, please help us reach 20,000 subscribers. This is important for us to stay motivated. Thank you. How is the cooking self-learning capability of Generation 3? Imagine waking up in the morning, stepping out of your room and no longer feeling the stress of household chores waiting for you. The house is already taken care of. The floor is clean, the kitchen is tidy, the dishes are washed and neatly put away, the trash bag has been replaced, and soft sunlight is shining in. All of this isn't thanks to human effort, but to a Gen 3 robot. So, how can a machine learn on its own and handle tasks like cooking and cleaning? The cooking ability of Gen 3 is not just a pre-programmed feature executed in a simple way. Instead, this robot can learn to cook through videos, much like how humans learn from experienced people. By watching cooking tutorials in a first-person perspective, Optimus analyzes each action, from chopping and stirring to adjusting the stove's heat for a perfect dish. After learning the basics, Optimus stores the knowledge and applies it in practice. It doesn't just copy recipes, but also understands context, adjusting seasoning and temperature to suit each specific dish. Although learning from video is the first step, Optimus 3 doesn't stop there. It can learn from real-world environments and specific experiences in your kitchen. When cooking, Optimus might face situations not shown in the videos, such as missing ingredients or a change in stove temperature. But, instead of failing, the robot adapts and adjusts to ensure the cooking process goes smoothly. This not only makes the robot more flexible, but also helps it improve its cooking skills with every attempt. An important factor in cooking is optimizing the workflow. With its ability to synchronize tasks, Optimus can perform multiple steps at once without interrupting the cooking process. For example, while waiting for water to boil for soup, the robot can prepare remaining ingredients, wash used utensils, or clean the cooking area. This not only saves time, but also makes the process smoother and more efficient. Another key element that enables Gen 3 to handle cooking and cleaning is its fine manipulation of tools and ingredients. Equipped with hands that have 22 degrees of freedom, Optimus can perform highly precise actions, from holding a knife to chop vegetables to adjusting heat while cooking. Tactile sensors in its fingertips allow it to finely adjust grip strength. This enables it to handle delicate tasks like holding an egg without breaking it, or grasping objects gently without causing damage. Gen 3 doesn't just learn from videos in real environments, but can also learn from user feedback. After each meal, you can give feedback. Perhaps the soup was too bland or the salad wasn't crisp enough. Optimus records this information and adjusts the recipe for the next attempt. This allows the robot not only to cook, but to continuously refine its skills over time. With its self-learning ability and optimization of the cooking process, Gen 3 is becoming an increasingly important part of households, especially in cooking and cleaning. Optimus's advanced AI not only enables it to carry out chores, but also helps it learn and improve continuously. Its ability to learn from videos and adapt to real-world environments makes this robot gradually become an indispensable assistant in your kitchen. Have you ever imagined a future where cooking and cleaning are completely taken over by a robot? Could there come a day when you no longer worry about household chores and instead focus entirely on what truly matters in life? Why is Optimus Gen 3 considered Tesla's flagship product in home automation? Since Elon Musk first introduced Optimus at AI Day 2021, his long-term goal has never been just to build a humanoid robot, but to create a flagship product capable of revolutionizing everyday human life. Over the years, Musk has proven that Tesla's technologies are not merely electric machines, but tools that reshape lifestyles and redefine traditional tasks. Gen 3 is the next step on this journey, with cooking and household capabilities that deliver benefits far beyond expectations. Musk has consistently emphasized that the ultimate goal of Gen 3 is to save people time and free them from repetitive chores. Rather than being just another experimental gadget, Gen 3 is designed to become a true household assistant, capable of handling tasks from cooking to cleaning, giving its owners more time for creative pursuits or relaxation. Automating such chores is not only a practical solution for busy families, but also part of Musk's broader strategy to bring tangible value to end users. This is not the first time Musk has set ambitious targets for a product. Just as the Tesla Model 3 disrupted the auto market, Gen 3 is seen as a pivotal step toward transforming how people live and work. Especially in a world increasingly struggling with labor shortages, Gen 3 could ease the burden on individuals, while filling workforce gaps in necessary yet tedious jobs, such as cleaning and cooking. One of Musk's strategic aims is to develop Gen 3 into a key part of the household automation ecosystem. While earlier versions of Optimus were limited to simple tasks like walking or performing basic motions, Gen 3 can cook and handle household chores with a level of precision and adaptability that earlier robots could not achieve. The ability to self-learn cooking and perform complex tasks is clear proof of Musk's serious commitment to home automation. Generation 3's cooking skills go beyond merely replicating recipes. It understands context and adapts to requirements. This robot can learn from cooking tutorial videos and adjust its execution to suit the taste and preferences of your household. Such optimization not only saves time and effort, but also enhances overall convenience. Investing in this ability is not just about usability, but also about expanding consumer appeal, as more families look for solutions to minimize monotonous housework. Gen 3 is not simply another Tesla product. It is a flagship creation that Musk has heavily invested in, meant to become a symbol of utility and automation in everyday life. While Tesla is best known for its electric vehicles, Musk has always pursued other advanced technologies capable of reshaping how people live. Developing a robot capable of taking over basic household duties allows Tesla to expand its influence while delivering a product that is practical and adaptable to real user needs. A crucial part of the Gen 3 strategy is long-term value creation for consumers. While initial production costs may be high, with a target of reducing the price to below $10,000 in the future, Gen 3 has the potential to become more mainstream than ever before. Investments in battery technology, AI systems, and production optimization are key to lowering costs and making the robot affordable for households worldwide. From the very beginning, Musk has made it clear that his vision extends beyond developing electric vehicles or renewable energy solutions. It is about building a fully automated future. Gen 3 is an extension of this vision, automating mundane household chores and freeing up time for more meaningful pursuits, from creative work to family moments. Musk is not only focused on the present, but is also shaping a future where robots enhance entire living environments. Gen 3 is not an experimental prototype, but a practical tool designed to ease workloads, bring comfort, and improve quality of life. Investing in humanoid robots for domestic use is Musk's long-term step toward embedding technology into every corner of daily life, paving the way for a truly automated world. Elon Musk has stated that Optimus Gen 3 could cut labor costs by more than 30% for Tesla factories within the next few years. Meanwhile, Figure 02 has only been tested in logistics with Amazon and has yet to show large-scale results. If Tesla manages to mass-produce robots at a price of $20,000 each, it would create a true earthquake in the industry. So, does Figure 02 really stand a chance against this pressure? Before we begin, please help us reach 20,000 subscribers. It will be a huge motivation for us to continue bringing you great episodes about Tesla Bot, Tesla EVs, and the latest news. How will hardware strength compete with advanced language AI? In the humanoid robot race, technology is always seen as the beating heart that determines who comes out on top. And this is exactly where Tesla Optimus Gen 3 is showing clear progress compared not only to its predecessor Gen 2, but also to its main rival, Figure 02. While Gen 3 was more of a proof of concept able to walk steadily, lift basic objects, and test some industrial tasks in controlled environments, Gen 3 has moved into a whole new phase, with a series of under-the-hood upgrades that go far beyond cosmetic changes. One of the most important differences lies in its battery system. Tesla has equipped Gen 3 with its next-generation 4680 battery pack, the same innovation that revolutionized its EV business. This pack allows the robot to operate continuously for up to 48 hours in standard working conditions, while Figure 02 currently claims only 4 to 8 hours, depending on usage, on par with most humanoid robots on the market. The gap is massive, as it not only reflects Tesla's battery technology advantage, but also shows how effectively the company can leverage its established battery production ecosystem. Compared to Gen 3, which could only run about 8 to 10 hours before recharging, Gen 3 is a quantum leap forward, like comparing an old flip phone with a modern smartphone with ultra-long battery life. Beyond the battery, another major advancement lies in its processing brain. Optimus Gen 3 is powered by Tesla's latest generation FSD chip, originally designed for autonomous driving. This chip delivers up to 144 trillion operations per second, enabling the robot to process visual, audio, joint, and sensor data in real time. That gives Gen 3 smooth, human-like motion and the ability to react instantly to unexpected situations. In contrast, Figure 02 still relies on standard NVIDIA GPUs and some outsourced AI modules, which makes its hardware-software integration less seamless. Tesla's advantage is its vertically integrated ecosystem. Hardware, software, batteries, and AI training all exist in one closed loop. Compared to Generation 2, which used an older FSD chip and often showed half-second delays when responding to complex inputs, Gen 3 eliminates those weaknesses, making it capable of not only working but also blending into human workspaces naturally. Another technological milestone for Optimus Gen 3 is its machine learning system, directly connected to Tesla's Dojo supercomputer. Thanks to Dojo, thousands of Optimus units can learn simultaneously by sharing training data, improving skills exponentially. Elon Musk once compared this to a team of robots learning together rather than individually. Figure 02 also applies centralized training, but its computing infrastructure is nowhere near Dojo in scale or speed. This gives Tesla the ability to shorten the time it takes to roll out new skills. For instance, once a small batch of Optimus learns to stack goods in a warehouse, the update can be pushed over the air, OTA, to the entire fleet within days. Gen 2 also had OTA capability, but limited training data and weaker processing power made improvements much slower. That's why Gen 3 is already tackling advanced tasks like parts inspection, assembly line assistance, and material transport, while Generation 2 was mostly restricted to repetitive, simple actions. Sensor technology further highlights the difference. Tesla equipped Gen 3 with high-resolution cameras combined with fingertip force sensors, allowing it not only to see, but also to feel objects with high precision. This is crucial for delicate tasks such as electronics, assembly, or handling fragile items. Figure 02 boasts hands with 22 degrees of freedom, DOF, impressive on paper, but its control accuracy still needs to be validated. Tesla itself faced issues in Generation 2, where fingers often slipped or applied too much force. With Generation 3, those problems have been solved through improved force sensors and predictive AI models that calculate optimal grip strength. This brings Optimus Gen 3 closer than ever to replicating the dexterity of the human hand in production work. On the software side, Tesla also holds a commanding edge. Optimus Gen 3's AI operating system builds directly on years of autopilot and FSD development, tested across billions of real-world driving miles. Tesla has transferred this logic of navigating complex environments from cars to robots, only now the setting is factories, warehouses, and homes. Figure 2, by comparison, is still in early-stage software development, meaning it can perform certain pre-programmed tasks, but lacks deep contextual understanding. It's like comparing a student reciting memorized answers to a graduate who has learned through real-world experience. Gen 3 shared this limitation, but Gen 3 has finally crossed into the realm of adaptive intelligence, capable of learning, generalizing, and solving problems dynamically. Taken together, Tesla Optimus Gen 3 represents a tightly integrated technological package, from batteries to processors, from sensors to AI infrastructure, all built on more than a decade of Tesla's accumulated expertise. This gives Tesla an advantage that Figure 02 cannot realistically close in the short term. Gen 3 doesn't just surpass Gen 2 in durability, processing power, and dexterity, it also creates a wide gap with its main competitor. Such technological dominance is not only a strength for winning the humanoid robot race, but also the foundation for Tesla's long-term goal, scaling production to millions of robots serving across industries and households alike. The key question is no longer whether Tesla can achieve this, but how soon Optimus Gen 3 will prove its power in the real world, and when that happens, will rivals like Figure 02 be able to catch up with Tesla's breakneck pace of innovation? Once again, please help us reach 20,000 subscribers. This is important for us to stay motivated. Thank you. Who proves more capable in handling practical work, V3 or Figure 02? When it comes to the task-handling ability of humanoid robots, the most important measure is not the technical specifications or price tags, but how many real-world jobs a robot can actually perform. Tesla Optimus Gen 3 and Figure 02 represent two different approaches. Yet from the perspective of deployment efficiency, Optimus is already pulling ahead. At Tesla's Gigafactory, Texas, Optimus Gen 3 has been tested directly on the production line, handling tasks such as lifting 15 to 20 kilogram components, placing them accurately onto conveyors, and inspecting product details using its sensor system. This workload is equivalent to the basic capacity of an average factory worker. One striking figure is that Gen 3 can operate continuously for 48 hours with its 3 kilowatt-hour battery, more than 5 times that of Figure 02, which lasts only around 8 to 10 hours depending on the task. Optimus Gen 2, by comparison, managed only 3 to 4 hours before needing a recharge, making it unsuitable for real production environments. The ability to expand its task range also sets Gen 3 apart. In trials, Optimus Gen 3 successfully carried out more than 30 different warehouse operations, from lifting and sorting to materials monitoring. Figure.2 so far has only announced trials in 3 to 5 basic tasks, mostly focused on lifting 5 to 10 kilogram boxes and placing them onto shelves. This multitasking advantage makes Optimus a far more practical option. Gen 3, at its early stage, could only manage 3 to 4 simple motions, such as walking, bending, or picking up light objects, clearly not comparable. Optimus Gen 3's learning speed for new tasks marks another leap forward. Internal testing reports show that Gen 3 needs only 5 to 10 minutes of direct human guidance to memorize and repeat a new job, then gradually improves with each cycle. With Figure.2, learning still depends on language-based AI systems and pre-trained models, meaning a process can take hours or even days if software adjustments are needed. This creates a major gap in adaptability. Gen 3 had virtually no fast learning capability. Teaching it a new job required engineers to reprogram the entire sequence. Teamwork is another remarkable aspect. Tesla has tested 5 Optimus Gen 3 units working together in a 2,000 square meter warehouse. The result? The robot team processed about 200 boxes in an 8-hour shift, roughly equal to the output of 6 to 8 human workers. In terms of daily life applications, Tesla aims to bring Optimus Gen 3 into households as a personal assistant. Early tests show it can organize items, perform basic cleaning, and help move heavy objects at home. With a 20-kilogram lifting capacity and 48-hour runtime, Optimus could replace much of the heavy work that elderly or disabled people cannot manage. Figure.2 has not announced any home environment trials, focusing almost exclusively on logistics. From a market standpoint, this wider application range is a huge advantage for Tesla. Sustained performance is another key benchmark. Tests indicate that Optimus Gen 3 can maintain stable performance for more than 36 hours of continuous operation without major errors. In contrast, Figure.2 in public demos usually runs only 30 to 60 minutes, with no confirmed data on long-term endurance. From the perspective of task execution, Tesla Optimus Gen 3 has clearly surpassed both Gen 2 and Figure.2. With its 20-kilogram lifting power, 48-hour battery life, ability to complete more than 30 tasks, and reliable performance across multiple work shifts, Optimus proves it is ready to move beyond the lab and into real production environments. Figure.2, meanwhile, remains stuck in the proof-of-concept stage, with limited task range, short battery life, and unproven long-term operation. The question now is not, can Tesla build an intelligent robot, but rather, how soon will Optimus Gen 3 be mass-produced in the tens of thousands to serve the market? And based on current data, Tesla is already a very long step ahead. What makes Optimus Gen 3 more affordable than Figure.2? When people think of humanoid robots, the first thought that usually comes to mind is, it must be insanely expensive. And that's true, for now. But Tesla is trying to change that. Elon Musk has emphasized that Optimus Gen 3 will be priced below $20,000. Think about it. That's the same or even less than a small Tesla electric sedan, no longer some distant, unreachable figure. So, here's the question. If you could buy either a car or a robot for the same price, a robot capable of working 24/7 in a factory or even in your home, what would you choose? Meanwhile, Figure.2 is priced at around $80,000 to $100,000. The gap is obvious. Tesla is aiming for mass adoption, while Figure is keeping its robot in the premium range, targeted mainly at corporations or research labs. Even if you run a mid-sized company, would you really spend $100,000 on a robot that is still in the testing phase? Compared to Optimus Gen 3, the difference is also striking. When Generation 3 was introduced, it was more of a showcase than a commercial product. Pricing wasn't disclosed, but it certainly wasn't anywhere near Musk's $20,000 target for Gen 4. With each generation, Tesla has not only improved Optimus's capabilities, but also driven costs down by leveraging its automotive production expertise. Gigafactories, Gigapress, and the 4680 battery supply chain give Tesla an advantage. Figure simply doesn't have, turning a prototype into an industrial product. Another key factor is return on investment. At $20,000, businesses can easily do the math. If a robot replaces 1 to 2 workers, the investment pays for itself within 1 to 2 years. But with Figure.2 costing close to $100,000, the payback period could stretch to 2 or 3 times longer. For small and mid-sized companies, that's a tough pill to swallow. That said, A higher price doesn't automatically make Figure 02 unreasonable. The company has chosen a different strategy. By charging more, Figure is targeting large enterprises, where minimizing risk, ensuring accuracy, and handling complex tasks matter more than the upfront cost. In that sense, Figure today resembles Tesla's Gen 3, focused on proving capability before scaling the market. The decisive factor, however, remains production scale. Tesla already has factories in place, meaning Optimus can share assembly lines with EVs. That's why the company is confident about the sub-$20,000 price tag. Figure, lacking this infrastructure, has no choice but to keep prices high to cover R&D and low-volume production. So, who wins on price? Compared to Generation 3, it is cheaper, more practical, and closer to being within reach of everyday users. Figure 2, at $100,000, will struggle to reach a broad market. In the end, what matters isn't how smart a robot is, but how many people can afford it. And on that front, Tesla is clearly far ahead. We appreciate your contributions and hope you will have the most relaxing feelings after watching this video. If you did, please hit the like button and join the Techno Creator family by subscribing to our channel. And don't miss out on any of our awesome videos by hitting the bell icon. We value your feedback and your time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Until then, stay safe and have fun.